You are an infinite divine being who can handle anything and everything and who is actually enjoying it all. Would you be willing to allow yourself to remember that and allow yourself to have that experience once again of enjoying everything? No matter what the ego is experiencing or the human being aspect of you is experiencing, would you be willing to open to the possibility that it is all truly enjoyable and that you can begin experiencing that right now? Yeah, and that goes along with the theme of what we're going to focus on today, which, this is very clearly a service lifetime for me, as I think it is for most of you, where we're not only clearing our own stuff, we're clearing things for the collective. We've signed up to come down here and take on certain things, and sometimes they'll feel like ours until you start bringing in the light, but eventually you'll often realize, oh, I'm clearing this for humanity, or I'm clearing this for my family, or I'm clearing this for my ancestors, or whatever it is. And more and more of that's needed right now, more than ever before. The collective is just getting so stirred up. So it's the same as what happens in your own individual system. When you do a session or a video where you're being brought into the light, it raises your system. Certain things get cleared right away. But then the deeper stuff is given a passage to come up. And that sometimes happens later. And often what's coming up is something that resonates with the whole collective, because that light's also coming into all of humanity, all of the earth, and it's causing more of this dark stuff to surface. And those of us aware enough, we can help that happen, which is actually what we're going to do today. I was up almost the whole night last night, clearing just really, really, really deep stuff. And, it's not just what the president of the United States and what's happening in the US government. I mean, it's happening in governments all around the world. And then the war zones and the this and the that. There is so much progress happening. And at the same time, there can be the feeling that so much darkness is happening. And it's not actually true. It's darkness that's already here, that's been here for a long, long time, that's coming to the surface for healing. So it's not any new darkness coming. It's old darkness coming into the light so it can be released and healed. And when we gather together in a group like this, we become an especially powerful channel. It's kind of like, when you have a pressure cooker going or an Instant Pot and you go to vent the steam at the end, it just takes one little hole to release a whole lot of pressure. And so our group and other groups like this, we're able to create these openings and allow a release of all that build-up pressure, all that build-up steam. And then everyone feels the relief of that. Whether they know it or not, everyone chills just a bit more, Plus, we're doing service. It helps it to dissolve even more completely from our system. It helps to dissolve whatever the contracts we took on to clear this, or this for whoever. It just moves us all along much quicker. So, good question. Thank you. I am Mark, and this is By Divine Design. Welcome to today's free Zoom call that happens every Wednesday at 3 Eastern Time. If you're viewing this later, you can check the video description for more details on how to join. So today, the guides prompted me that we will be helping to demolish more and more of the collective pain body. And that includes our own pain body. But we as a group, we're going to create this context and channel to help heal the collective unconscious of these very old, very deeply held misbeliefs, misunderstandings, traumatic emotional memories, and programming, patterning that's just been stuck in our individual systems, in our societal systems, in our cultural systems, in our religious systems, in our political systems for far, far too long. So if you got the email about today or the Telegram message about today's session, you might have seen the animation of a building being demolished. So that a building that can take years to be built, with a couple charges placed in the exact right place, it can be brought down in minutes. So when we're dealing with especially the collective unconscious, let alone our own unconscious, we're dealing with infinite levels of karma that took infinite amount of time to build up. But the power of grace is we can just keep setting off explosives at just the right points in our unconscious to help bring down these huge structures of misunderstanding, mistruth, misbelief. So let's see how the guides do that today. Let's begin. As always, this is a transmission of divine love consciousness. It is for your highest good and the highest good of all. I'm experiencing it, making contact with each and every one of you. Whether you're here now on this call or are tuning in later, even years later, these transmissions happen outside of space and time. Therefore, you can connect to the transmission at any time. And it will be the perfect transmission for you in that moment. So the transmission is preparing your system, making fine-tune adjustments to open your flow and raise your vibration so that whatever healing happens today can be experienced as easy, effortless, joyful. Okay, and then we're clearing surface noise from your mind, the random thoughts that are not needed right now. Helping to bring you into a state of quiet, calmness. So we're clearing the surface energies of your heart, your emotional body. Then we're going to start at the crown chakra and just bring opening, clearing, and balance to each chakra. So the crown, opening. This is opening you to your infinite divine self, who and what you truly are. Wants to descend even more into your human being, into this lifetime. Opening the third eye chakra now. Clearing, 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 clearing. Then bringing balance. The seventh and sixth chakra are joined together now to help open, clear, and balance the throat chakra. And those three chakras are aligning, and the descending divine force is moving into the heart now. Opening the heart, clearing, and balancing. And we continue descending to the third chakra, the belly, opening, clearing, balancing. Your physical body really likes that. You might notice yourself relaxing even more, settling in, settling back. So we move down to the second chakra, the sacral, open, clearing, and balancing and realigning with all the chakras above it. Yeah, balancing the second through seventh chakras into even greater alignment. Better communication with one another. There. And now let's move down to the first chakra, opening, then clearing, allowing this connection with the ground of being and with the earth. Opening, clearing, balancing. Yeah, would you be willing to allow your infinite divine being to descend through each of these chakras and all the way down to the center of the earth, anchoring you into Mother Earth, and her energy system, okay, good. This is very good. So with your chakras open, aligned, balanced in this way, and the channel reaching all the way to the center of the earth, there are countless angels and beings of light who are forming a channel upwards from your crown, upwards. Yeah, Archangel Metatron is orchestrating this. So we're continuing to build the channel upward. It's moving higher through various dimensions. The first destination it's about to reach is the angelic realm. It's a healing angelic realm where the primary color is blue, a soft blue. Well, there's a range of blues. It's a calming, peaceful energy that's highlighted most in this angelic realm. Okay, the channel's almost completed. There we go. Okay, now this calming, peaceful blue light is coming down each individual channel as well as the channel created by the whole group. Yeah, would you be willing to allow these angelic blue healing frequencies of peace and calm to channel all the way down through you into the center of the earth and out to the collective, to all of humanity? And it's good for you to know the more this channels through you, the more you resonate with this peace and calm, and the more the earth resonates with the peace and calm, which then resonates back to you and resonates back to the angelic realm. So an even more concentrated, beautiful, healing light comes back down through the channel, through each of us, into the earth, out to all of humanity. Let's just sit in this flow for a few moments. So the information coming in now is that this angelic channel is actually just preparing the way for an even higher channel they wish to connect us to. So that process is happening, being lifted, the channels being extended even higher through that angelic realm, which will continue to act as a buffering energy, supportive energy. But the channel itself is rising higher. It's stretching towards a golden white we're all being lifted towards it, closer and closer. I'm seeing it as primarily white light with specks or lines of golden light. And just helping each person's energy system to adjust to what this is, who this is. Yeah, so the phrase that comes is we are now connected to infinite divine being. Whether you experience that as your own infinite divine being or the infinite divine being, doesn't matter. Just let yourself experience what you experience. knowing that's perfect for you here now. So you might feel that opening and expanding your seventh chakra quite a bit right now. Yeah, and so there's a channel from infinite divine being through the angelic realm all the way down to you and your system, but also all the way down to the group and the group system. So it's just working at that level right now, each of us individually, and then the group as a whole. It's like helping to establish a clearer and clearer channel to each one of us, as well as to the group. So the blue angelic light is still here, moving through the channel, but this golden and white light is also now present. Okay, and now your first chakras are opening to release it down to the center of the earth as well. Would you be willing to simply allow this to course through your system all the way to the earth, the center of the earth, the energy system of the whole planet, and out to all of humanity, all the plants and animals and insects. Yeah, again, we're going to take a few moments in silence just to allow this flow to increase, cleanse and heal and open and balance as it does. So, this channel has set up an incredibly healing context. It's like you're each being invited to bring to mind, like just briefly bring to mind one situation in your life that you would like to have more flow, more ease, more grace. And just hold that in your heart as all of this light channels through you. And then let it go. That's all it takes. Yeah, let's do that again. Bring either the same situation or another situation into your heart as all this light channels through you. Let it go. Okay, Archangel Metatron has stepped forward again. He's drawing my attention down to the core of the earth. While this channel continues to channel all these incredible frequencies, the focus is moving towards the pain body. Well, it looks like it's the Earth's pain body right now. The Earth's pain body. So they're having me feel into that and just get a direct experience of what that actually even is. Yeah, and then I can see that it's directly connected also to the collective unconscious pain body. But the Earth's pain body includes the ancestors. It's, yeah, there's more historical energy added to the Earth's pain body, and the collective unconscious pain body is much more centered on here and now. Well, that's the best way I can say it for the moment. Okay. Expanding. Yeah, so it's like everything I say from now on is going to be amplified by the group energy. It's like I'm just a voice piece for all of you right now. And what we are all doing together. So like right now, we're helping to expand the energy of the Earth's system. Helping to expand the Earth's energy system so it can receive more light, more love, more truth. So this is literally affecting all the billions of people on the planet. One small group such as this can have an incredibly huge effect on the rest of humanity. Okay, and this the golden white light and the blue light continues to channel through us into the core of the earth and then out to all of humanity. We're accelerating that flow now. Accelerating the flow down through the channel into the earth, out to everyone else, and through each of their energy systems. Accelerating the flow. Some people are more receptive to this than others. And as always, when you bring in a lot of light, it tends to start to pull to the surface that which does not match the light, the lower vibrational stuck energies start to get pulled to the surface. And that's what's happening right now for the collective. As we continue to channel in all this light, all this love, all this truth. Okay, I'm going to start naming some of these core identifications resonating out of the pain body. I've had it. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough pain and sorrow. I've had enough loneliness. I've had enough poverty and struggle. Clear, 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 clear. I've had enough war. I've had enough violence. I've had enough violence. I've had enough violence. Aggression and abuse. I've had enough aggression and abuse. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Clear, 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 clear. This has to go, or I have to go. 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 I have to leave. I have to escape. But there is no escape. 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 Clear, 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 clear. So on the one hand, that's true. There is no escape. If every time we commit suicide in order to escape, the next time we're there with our guides looking over our next lifetime, we always reset up the same challenges that led to suicide in the last life so that we can win that level, figure out how to get through it. So the higher truth is the way to get through it is to fully, completely surrender to what is. And at first, that means surrendering to what you think is, what your beliefs are telling you about what is. But eventually, you realize what truly is always friendly, is always perfect, is always for you. So would you be willing to allow yourself to explore those higher truths for yourself? Yeah, would you be willing to act as a proxy for the rest of humanity to experience these higher truths as well and to release these mistruths, misunderstandings, false beliefs? So let's check that. I have to escape. I have to escape. There is no escape. There is no escape. Yeah, so those two are neutralizing each other now in this higher truth. No escape is necessary. You are an infinite divine being who can handle anything and everything and who is actually enjoying it all. Would you be willing to allow yourself to remember that and allow yourself to have that experience once again of enjoying everything? No matter what the ego is experiencing or the human being aspect of you is experiencing, would you be willing to open to the possibility that it is all truly enjoyable and that you can begin experiencing that right now? Okay, that whole layer is cleared enough that we're dropping down to a deeper layer. Okay, this is like, I'm in the shit, everything's shit. Crap, crap, crap all around. Everything's just crap, 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 crap. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. It's the filth. Clear, 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 clear. So interestingly enough, a lot of this goes back to being in diapers, having a really messy bowel movement. Yeah, and even the most loving parent at times, when it comes to changing a really smelly, messy diaper, even the most loving parent can unconsciously have the reaction, ugh, that's disgusting. Not knowing that that energy was just transmitted to the child, who's very open at that moment. Okay, and then, yeah, so they're showing me how these kinds of unconscious, tiny happenings that are unconscious have just been passed on and passed on generation to generation. Like your parent had that response to you because their parent had that response to them and embedded that little sense of, I'm disgusting, I smell, I'm covered in shit and I shouldn't be. It's like that imprinting just keeps getting communicated from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next. And we're bringing it into the light of the consciousness right now to help this end. Okay, so as the light comes into this, so it's just a fact of nature. Babies sometimes have really smelly, yucky diapers that need changing. And no matter how evolved you are, when that smell hits your senses, your nose, your awareness, something in you is just by nature is trained to react with disgust, saying, stay away from that if you can. That's not good for you. It's just part of the defense mechanism built into the body. Where it gets tripped up is when it's constantly repressed because you feel ashamed of it, or you feel critical of it, and so you repress it. And then when you have that response to a child, instead of just pure disgust arising in the moment and completing itself, and then you change the diaper and nobody is traumatized by it, as long as you're repressing or judging those feelings, then they get transmitted in a way that they embed themselves and as these identifications, as this programming that I am messy, I am disgusting, I shouldn't be this way, etc., etc. So that's as much as we can explain that to your conscious. Let's just go with the pure energies of cleaning all of this up now. Yeah, because when that kind of belief is embedded in every one of 9 billion people, that's a huge effect on everybody's unconscious mind, that they, I'm disgusting, I'm covered in shit, it's always going to be shit, it's always going to be disgusting. Like, if you have 9 billion people thinking that unconsciously, that has a big effect on the world. And that's what we're helping to clear with infinite divine being, infinite number of angels assisting here. Clear, 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 clear. So a higher energy coming down through the channel right now is, I am an infinite divine being, ever innocent and pure. Ever innocent and pure. So this energy and information of innocence and purity is clearing away all that residue about feeling disgusting, covered in crap, swimming in crap. Okay, that's cleared enough that it can keep clearing on its own, and just shift it into another part of the pain body. It never ends. 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 It never. So again, there's a piece of truth in that you never end. You are an infinite divine being who never ends. You never started, you never end. But when it is referring to the game, the simulation, Maya, material existence, karmic struggle, it most definitely does end. So first of all, that information is coming down through the channel into your energy system, and then down into the earth and out to all of humanity. There is an end to pain and suffering. There is an end to struggle. There is an end to loneliness. And you are not a victim of any of these. Okay, that's coming in as pure truth, pure light. In a way, your energy system can receive it directly so that your mind can just drop all beliefs that resonated with that lack of truth. Okay, we're just going to do some more clearing around that. It never ends, it never ends, it never ends, it never ends, it never ends. It's too much, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much. And then we run into an even denser energy blockage, just bringing love, light, conscious awareness around this denser part of the pain body. I need a rest. I need a rest. I've been fighting too long. I've been struggling too long. I need a rest. I need a rest. Yeah, and then that goes over an edge into I'm broken. I'm broken. I'm fundamentally broken. I don't work anymore. I'm broken. Okay, just bringing light in that clears this, the light of infinite divine being, the light of the angels, the light of our group, the light of the earth. So let's check that. I am broken. I am clear, 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 clear. Interesting. So the higher information that comes in around I am broken is I broke myself and I did it on purpose. It's like, would you be willing to give yourself permission to break things, even yourself, just for the fun of it, just for the experience of it, just to see what happens? Wow, I'm an infinite divine being. Let's see if I can create a form for myself that then I can break so I can have this profound experience of what it's like to be broken. And then wake up from that dream and be my whole original self again, but now with this added learning, this added experience of knowing what it's like to be broken. Excellent. There we go. And out to the whole earth and out to the whole collective. This possibility that nobody's broken unless they want to be broken. And that once you have the experience of being broken, it's okay to release yourself from that and remember who and what you truly are as an infinite divine being. And to allow the whole culture to experience this as well. Okay, there's a lot of information there. I'm not going to try to put any of that into words. Let's just let that download to each of our systems, to our group, to the earth, and out to the collective. So infinite divine being and the angels, led by Metatron, they're actually saying we can just leave this channel open. You can move in and out of it as you wish. Like right now, you might wish to remain within it for a while longer. Or if you have something you need to do that requires a different kind of focus, you can just withdraw from it, enter back into it again later. But it's a well-established channel. It's taken on a level of permanence. So we're just going to leave that open and flowing. Of course, the angels are doing a lot to keep it going, to support it remaining permanently open. Okay, and it's good for you to know that you can reconfigure your own consciousness to be the best it can be for you here now for the rest of your day and onward. As you're ready, you might just feel into your heart, feel into your present physical body and location. Reorient yourself. This session is complete. We are immensely grateful for your service, for the channel you helped form and utilize today. Infinite blessings.